Joking or bullying? How to tell the difference. Do you ever get confused as to when people are being friendly in a funny way or being mean and bullying? Jokes and sarcasm are a natural part of social interaction with humans. Jokes can help ease tension, help make an interaction enjoyable, and even helps connect with people. However, does this behavior often confuse you? Do you ever feel like you should apologize for your behavior and unsure why? Do you struggle with making friends, and the ones you do have seem like friends, but you're not sure? In this video, we will help you decipher some of the common playful or perhaps mean ways people can socially interact with each other, so you'll know better when a person is joking in a playful way or just plain being mean. How to know when people are joking in a friendly way and not being mean. Number 1, people often smile after the joke is said. If something is meant to make you laugh, the person will often look at you and smile. You will see this often. However, there will be times when people might have a stray face or even a sad face when they joke, such as when they use dry sense of humor or sarcasm. Number 2, the tone of the voice changes and wavers. When a person jokes, their tone of voice often changes pitch. The pitch of the voice will often change during the joke. Sometimes a person's pitch will repeat from very high to very low during a joke. Once a person ends the joke and continue talking, their pitch will often fall back to normal. There will be times when this won't always happen. The person's pitch may stay the same, such as when a person, again, has a dry sense of humor or being sarcastic. Number 3, pay attention to people's facial expressions. Many people who joke will often have extreme expressions on their face you don't normally see if they're being mean. See if the person lifts their eyebrows high. See if the person rolls their eyes or has a smirk on their mouth. The person will have positive expressions overall, and negative expressions will look forced and exaggerated. On some occasions, people's expressions may not change drastically when they joke. It may leave you with a stray face. Some people think punchlines are funnier if they keep a stray face. So, if you're thinking someone is bullying you or being mean, they just might be telling you a dry joke or using sarcasm. If you aren't sure, you can always ask the person in a non-accusatory but curious way. You could simply say, "I think I missed the punchline, but what you said seemed funny. Were you telling me a joke?" People will talk sarcastically. Learn to detect it. Again, learn to notice a change of pitch in their voice. They may sound overly positive or overly negative than normal in their voice. For example, when someone says, "This mouse is so big," it is a sign that someone is being sarcastic. Look for intense or exaggerated verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. They may often smile when they say something negative or frown when they say something positive. Again, pay attention to people's facial expressions. Sometimes exaggeration isn't present when people are sarcastic. If you are not sure, again, it doesn't hurt to ask the person in a non-accusatory but curious way. Number 5, jokes often come from friends, not strangers. Oftentimes, it doesn't matter how bad something might sound. If what is said is coming from a friend, then chances are it is a joke. How to know when people are being mean and not joking. Number 1, they often have a serious look on their face. When people say something mean, their face is often serious when they look at you. People may express emotions of anger, hate, or frustration when they say something that is considered an attack. People may smile when they look at other people like their friends, but it is often serious business when it's directed at you. Keep in mind, they may be making a joke at your expense, and this may be considered bullying. 2, their jokes are more serious. A spiteful attack may sound funny, and other people might laugh, but it is often said in a way that sounds more serious to you. If they do laugh towards you, then they're most likely laughing at you instead of laughing with you. You will most likely be the brunt of their joke. 3, they are not nice to you in general. Pay attention to how they treat you in general. Are they mean to you in general? Do they rarely smile at you? These are all signs that they are trying to hurt you emotionally. Number 4, they clearly want you to be upset. When people joke, it may be hard to tell, but when a person tries to make you upset, it is usually more obvious. Number 5. They'll often not want you to be around. Does a person not invite you to work events, parties, or engage in social situations with you? Do they pay attention to you? If that's the case, these are all signs that they don't want you to be around, and also signs that if they say something mean, they are most likely not joking. Number 6. They clearly tell you they don't like you. If you notice this person making it obvious that they don't like you and tell you up front on a number of occasions, then chances are, if they say something that sounds like they're joking, then most likely it's not a joke and they're actually being mean. Number 7. They'll indirectly say they don't like you. Many people that don't like other people don't want it to be obvious. So in this case, actions speak louder than words. If this person shows signs that they don't like you, then most likely, if they joke at you, that also means they're being mean too. Number 8. Pay attention to negative facial expressions. A person saying something mean will often have negative facial expressions that will not look forced, unlike someone who is trying to be funny. Pay attention to the negative facial expressions. A person saying something mean will often have negative facial expressions that will not look forced, unlike someone who's trying to be funny or being friendly. Keep in mind, this person may show them if they look at their friends, if they think their attacks are funny, but generally, a person will show negative, unforced expressions if they say something mean to you. Number 9. Did you do something that upset the other person in the past? Oftentimes, people aren't just mean for no reason. There is often a reason that causes it to start in the first place. Perhaps you did something they didn't like that upset them. Perhaps there's a rumor going on about you. These can be unfortunate things, but they can be good clues to let you know if someone's actually being mean to you or not. If you are unsure whether you did something that upset them, keep in mind they may want to tell you that they're upset. However, it is always good to ask. Again, try to ask in a caring and non-confrontational way. Let them know that if you did something, that it was an accident. Maybe you felt bad about what you did and that you won't do it again. If you are unsure about whether you did something wrong, you can always ask. However, don't apologize for not understanding. It's about learning when to expect an apology. If you find yourself being bullied, keep in mind it's not easy for anyone to deal with. First, know that many people deal with it at school, with family, or even at the workplace. Be aware that bullying can often be caused from other personal struggles going on behind closed doors. Maybe that person was simply having a bad day and didn't mean to take it out on someone. Maybe there's a misunderstanding. Some people may not be aware that they're bullying. Sometimes bullying is a natural response for feeling irritable. Maybe their behavior is simply just inappropriate because they still haven't yet learned to be appropriate in certain situations. Like culture, certain groups of people will act in certain ways, while others will act in different ways that's considered acceptable to some, while in others it may not. There isn't a fine line. When it comes to joking or bullying, there are gray areas. Joking and teasing can be friendly, but it can also easily become bullying too, depending on the individual. However, the things I mentioned should help clarify the differences more, so you can make a better assumption when you see friendly joking happening or when there's bullying. I have listed several clues that will help a person know when a person is joking, and several clues that will let a person know or bullying. These are not hard and fast rules. Sometimes you have several clues that overlap each other. However, what I mention is often what you see. If you have any other clues or want to share any experience that you learned, please share in the comments. For more videos about understanding tricky clues when it comes to socializing or making friends, please hit the notification bell so you can be notified for the latest videos. Also, please subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.